What's up YouTube? Jeff back from SammyGuru here, and today doing a little bit of unboxing, quote unquote. I've already unboxed the Galaxy Tab 10 FE Plus, but there's really honestly not much unboxing to be done here. You know, I could do that part in like 2 seconds. So it's more of like an impressions video on One UI 7 on tablets. But I don't really know why there's a sim tool for this. I'm pretty sure that, I don't know, maybe there is a sim tray. I haven't actually looked, but you got your cable. Obviously there's no charging brick in here. There's some paperwork in there, very minimal paperwork. There's a slot for the S10, which I put on the magnetic part on the back. And that's pretty much it. I mean, Samsung's unboxing experience is pretty much a joke. So really we're gonna talk about my impressions of the build, display, and then also One UI 7, which is the main attraction because we haven't seen it yet. Talked about it really on a tablet. Before we get started, make sure you guys go to the website. Check out our website, SammyGuru.com. Latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. Check out our mystery box program. If you order an upcoming Samsung device, you can get a free case, cleaning kit, and desktop phone stand with your pre-order. So you guys can see here the tablet itself. I still got the sticker on there. This is the 256 gig model. It comes with 128 as well. You cannot get anything higher than 256 with this tablet, which is pretty frustrating. It does have the spot here on the back where the S Pen magnetizes. You got your camera there on the back, some Samsung branding. This is the blue color, as you guys can see there. On the front, the bezels are a little chunky. We'll get into One UI 7 here in a second. It's not the greatest experience with One UI 7 running on this tablet. I can tell you guys that already. I've set up this thing, set up some widgets and all that. Some chunky bezels, like I said. Not a terrible look. Around the bottom, you can see here, you've got your spot for the connector there to connect a keyboard case right there. And then also you've got, you know, cutouts here for your speakers, etc. On the top here, the power button, which if I can get that into focus, it doubles as a fingerprint sensor, and then the volume rocker right there as well. Now, is there a SIM tray on here? I don't think so. No, there's no SIM tray on this because this is not an LTE enabled tablet, 5G LTE enabled tablet. This is a regular just Wi-Fi model. So there really isn't anything crazy there. The fingerprint sensor seems pretty good on it overall. Been using it a little bit out of the box, no issues with that. I mean, the display is very good. Considering the price, it would be nice if there was a higher RAM, higher storage configuration for this. It is 13.1 inch display now, so a little bit larger display, but it would still be nice to see some higher storage configurations. A lot of people use these type of tablets for media and all that stuff. Now, I also got the slim keyboard cover with my pre-order included with it. You guys can see right here. It's got some Samsung branding. It's got a little spot here which covers the S Pen on the back. Magnetizes. It's got the AI key and all that stuff. There's the aforementioned connector that connects it. I'll connect it here in a second as we look at One UI. This thing's pretty flimsy. The slim keyboard cover is not nearly as good as the full-featured version that has the trackpad. It's my particular opinion. There's also been some bugs with Samsung keyboards on tablets in the past, and a couple of other operability issues with various apps. When I do a full review, I'll certainly talk about that. But I would say if you get this for the 50% off, or if you have an education discount, you get it for free. You know, it's a good deal in that case, but otherwise it's not really the greatest, you know, accessory. It's like 200 bucks too. It's a crazy amount of money considering the quality, unless you do get it for free. But let's go ahead and jump into One UI 7 so we can talk a little bit about that on this tablet. All right, so let's go ahead and take a little like One UI here on the Tab S10 FE Plus. Now, the first thing you'll notice, if you swipe straight down, you've got your notifications right here, and it makes no use of the extra space on the tablet. Now, you do this nice blur effect, which doesn't look bad at all. That looks pretty good overall. You guys can see that if I bring it in a little bit closer for you. However, you do have all this wasted space, you know, on the sides in the middle, even with the notifications straight down there. Up here, you've got the name of your Wi-Fi network. You can see here, I'm on the SammyGuru Wi-Fi network. Over here, of course, you have information, your battery connections. And then if you swipe down here, you got your quick settings. But with the quick settings, this also doesn't make use of any of this available real estate. You've got the same quick settings set up that you pretty much have on phones, but that doesn't take advantage of any of the extra tablet real estate either. Really could have the notifications and quick settings here at the same time by default. Now, of course, you can go in here and change the panel settings to put them back together. If you want to do this, you can. But that just puts it right down the middle, basically. And you know, here you have this on this side, that in the middle, and then you just have the quick settings on the top. It still doesn't really take advantage of it that much better. but you can combine them if you want back to sort of how it was on One UI 6.1.1. Now the widgets do look nice on here. I will say that. The intelligent features, let's go in here actually and take a look. If you scroll down and look at the advanced features, this one doesn't have Galaxy AI, so it's not going to be like the Tab S10 Plus, Tab S10 Ultra, which will have those Galaxy AI features. You've got Object Eraser, Best Face, Edit Suggestions, Custom Filters, Auto Trim, AI Select, and Read Aloud. Those are basically the same features that were available on the Galaxy A36, which I unboxed and did a video on previously. So very similar in terms of the feature set that's available on the Tab S10 FE and the FE Plus. So, I mean, like I said, this keyboard case is not the greatest. One UI 7 also seems to have a lot of bugs, especially when using gestures. I don't know if you guys can see the lag when going in and out of like the grid here that I'm using for my recent apps. Doesn't seem to do the best with, you know, animations and things like that. It's okay, but considering this is supposed to be, you know, the newest operating system and it's supposed to be exciting, I don't feel like I do with using it on my Z Fold Special Edition, my S25 Ultra. It's just not nearly as polished. And a lot of the, you know, features that you get from One UI 7 that you expect to be there, they're obviously an afterthought on the tablet interface. Now, the taskbar is a little better, so that's one thing that you do have that's improved, just like on the foldables. You got the taskbar where you slightly kind of, you know, it is a little finicky, I will say, though. It could be improved still. You slightly swipe up to see the taskbar. You can also have it there for, you know, leave it there for good if you want, and then you can tap, get search, and all that stuff right inside the taskbar. So that's an improvement. And then also, just like the foldables, if you go into something like My Files over here, you know, I haven't really downloaded a whole bunch of stuff here yet, but you know, I've got stuff from my Samsung Cloud, all my images and stuff. You guys can see how you get the 2-column view here in My Files, which looks really nice. That is an advantage of having the larger screen, and that does work very, very well here. Here's something that's very interesting that I found out when I got this device. I thought that it was going to have the Bluetooth S Pen in the box, and it does not have the Bluetooth S Pen in the box. You can see if you go in here to the S Pen menu, it says if you want to use Air Actions, you need to pair the S Pen Pro. So this is not an S Pen Pro. You have to turn this on, and it gives you the option to pair. You know, I even tried this to hold it down 3 seconds. It tells you actually on the specs for the Tab S10 FE and S10 FE Plus that the Bluetooth S Pen is not included, and you have to buy it separately. So I wonder if this S Pen action menu is what's going to come to future Galaxy phones, maybe even telling you on like the S25 Ultra eventually that you could buy an S Pen Pro and utilize it with Bluetooth. I think a lot of people would appreciate that, but I'm kind of upset that I did not get a Bluetooth S Pen with the Tab S10 FE. Otherwise, like I said, it feels like One UI 7 is kind of not really optimized for tablets whatsoever. Let me show you guys the portrait orientation too of the quick settings and stuff. So if you take a look here, you can see this is the combined layout. Let's go into, here's how the layout looks if you do this with the portrait view. You can see here the notifications, which just looks really bad. I mean, all this wasted space at the bottom, it's terrible. And then the quick settings, again, lots of wasted space at the bottom. Just not ideal at all. Definitely a long way to go for One UI 7. The widgets even look really weird. Look how weirdly placed they are when you rotate to portrait. One of the main things with One UI 7, it was just supposed to optimize those so it looks good in portrait and landscape. This is definitely not the case. So some smoothness issues, hiccups here and there, going in and out of applications. The portrait view and landscape view for quick settings and notifications look really weird. No Bluetooth S Pen. Pretty disappointed, honestly. The screen looks good. I mean, the screen display looks good, but considering the price, the low storage and RAM options available, the keyboard case, even though it's almost free, I guess, for me because I had the education discount, is really bad. Not super impressed, particularly with One UI 7's optimization on tablets. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys this. Let me know what you guys think. I'll do a full review of this on the website, SammyGuru, and another full review on the video side if you guys want me to, because there's other things I could talk about. Still need to take some camera samples, which I don't do a lot of photos with tablets. I don't think many people do. But if you guys want to see that, I can certainly do that as well. Anyway, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Make sure you check us out, SammyGuru.com. Future, tips, tricks, tutorials, reviews, the mystery box program as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.